Everyone, and well, today I'm gonna be talking about a girl in my class named Peyton. Yes, I'm gonna be talking about a girl that I didn't like though, and I made a video on this girl though, but I deleted that video because I didn't like it. Anyway, now to the girl I didn't like. To be honest, this video will be kind of long, so bear with me here. I'll be talking about the girl I didn't like in my class. Trust me, that's the only girl who I actually didn't like and was just a huge disappointment to me. Disappointment, I mean, yeah. Sorry, I just got done taking a shower, but anyway, and yes, I'm cold actually, so I'll be fine. But I guess time to talk about the girl I didn't like. Alright, so I guess I'll get started basically here. Yeah. Anyway, there's just, so one day on October, and I can't remember the date, but on the day, October the 2021, this girl named Peyton came into our class. First, I had like good vibes on her because I was I was still like, okay, who is she and why is she in our class? But yeah, soon I would begin to regret actually having her in my class. So what I mean by that is she would like scream like all the time, even when I was actually trying to do work. Yes, even when I was doing something important. Just needed to talk about it here. Why I don't like her is something that I just didn't really like her for some reason. And, well, the reason why I didn't like her is because she always screamed. Bang the desk when she gets, like, mad and didn't get what she want. Like, I feel like she's a good girl, no doubt about that, though, but I feel like she had, like, anger issues. I'm not even joking when it comes to this. Like, she had, like, anger issues. Like, when things didn't go her way, she would get really upset, like, really mad. And one time, I was about to go to, like, 7th period until one of our teachers told us that we couldn't because the new girl in our class kept screaming and screaming, so we couldn't go to that class. And I was like, okay, girl, to be honest, you're getting on my nerves, and I'm getting pretty annoyed with you. Because at the time, I was getting really, really annoyed, and I hated her. I just didn't like her at all. I just put my anger towards her. And once I got in, like, 4th period, one time I put my anger like across like her, and yes, I'll identify her right now so you guys can get basically what she looked like. She had blonde hair. It was short though. I don't know what color eyes she had though, but let's just say blue. And well, she would always wear a jacket. She would usually get code 2. And yes, like, she would literally do that, though. Anyway, the reason why I didn't like her is because she would, when I was, like, doing my work in, like, 1st period, okay, so, I'll give you an explanation. So, in my period, she was in, like, 1st, I think 2nd. I don't know what class she was in though, but I think she was in 1st, 2nd, she was in 3rd, but she wasn't in my 4th. She was in 5th, and only 7th at that time. I was like, why is this girl almost in all my classes? Couldn't she have been, like, some other classes? Like, I couldn't even stand her. And once she graduated, I was like, yes, finally, I don't have to deal with her anymore. Because she would always get really angry for, like, literally no reason. And I just had to put this out here. And yes, in that gotcha video, I didn't really explain it a whole lot because I had to like I was in PE that day, and I couldn't, I couldn't explain it correctly. And she would always get mad for, literally, she had a reason why she got mad though, but I always thought of it as like no reason at all. But, one day, this will basically become something though, but one day I was like usually some days she wasn't really here, and I was actually pretty happy because I got to relax, I got to hang out with my friends, and no worries for that day because I knew I'll conquer it. And sometimes I didn't want to go to school, and then my mom's like, "You gotta go to school. You can't just keep being afraid of her." Because I was telling the counselor and everything, and she wouldn't quite listen. And one day, the teacher got really angry at me. Like, no, I'm not joking. She got really angry at me for something I didn't even do. Like, she got angry. Why would you say bad things about... The reason why is because I had... Like, seriously, if you had to deal with her, you would do that too, Bo. But she's a teacher, and she would probably get fired if she did that to the girl, Payton. The reason why I didn't like her is because she, like, the teachers were all on her side, like, it's okay, like, okay, so you're defending her. Like, yeah, I get, I don't really hate girls or anything. Girls are awesome. And I support all genders, but still. It just made no sense on why I was basically getting the bad treatment, and my other friends were basically getting all the other good treatment, and they were calling her nice. But back to the story, I guess. I wasn't really happy at that time, and the anger has built up in me all the time. And I'll dedicate my days to just like getting mad at her, like ranting on her, even the most days. And, well, the PE teacher would ask me what's wrong. And, yeah, basically, the teacher would always ask me what's wrong because he was my coach, and his name is, I don't want to give out his name because, well, that would be a part of his personal privacy, and yes, he's a good coach. So I'm just going to call him Coach K, because I do not want to give out his full name. So Coach K talked to me about it, and I was pretty happy because at least someone was talking to me about it. My friends would dedicate everything, and one of my friends, her name was, well, Evelyn, because that's what my friend wants to be called. One day when we were in like third period, she told me, "Why are you getting so upset at her? Can you stop getting so upset at her? Like, yeah, I know you're trying to be nice though, but I wasn't happy. If you try to get into the situation, you're just gonna make me even more mad. Like, seriously, there would become days where I get really angry at her. I'm not even joking. It just became a part of my life, you know. I would get really angry, but I knew I should respect the girl and not get really angry at her. Plus, I started liking her a little bit because I knew maybe being mad at her wasn't the best way to go, and I started actually wanting to become friends. And one day, I started getting mad at her for all of her screaming again, so I end up, you know, since I'm moving tomorrow, this is actually kind of going to be a summer special that I made, like a little, isn't a little rant, because in my gotcha videos, I haven't really explained everything about her or anything, because I was mad. I wasn't myself in those videos, but now I'm truly myself. and I get to explain why I didn't like her. So I guess I'll be real here. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. Peyton was, she got, on that day she got me even more mad, so I kind of hit her a little bit, like, pushed her. She was really mad at me, and one day I told her I didn't like her, like I hated her or something, and then when she got like mad that day, and the teachers were like, go over there, because they probably wasn't wanting to deal with the problem. And I was like, she makes me so mad. And my mom let me stay home that day, because my mom let me stay home the next day because I wasn't ready to go back. But she says I had to go back the other day and face my fears. And she was like a fear for me. Like she was something else. She was a fear. Like, I'm not even joking. Yeah, she was a fear, but I started getting over that fear and conquering it. So I'm not scared of her anymore. Or, yeah, she's just she's a human being. Anyway, I guess back to the story. So the teacher said, alright, go over there. And she had me go back to the class. She had me, like, go to the same area. I guess I'm gonna say this now, I guess. The teachers told me that the teacher wanted me to talk about why I didn't like her. I was like, I explained everything to her, like everything that I didn't like about her. But she explained, was there no reason why you didn't like her? And there was a reason why I didn't like her. I explained it to her. I just can't tell you it because I forgot about it, because that day was just not a good day. But I know some of the parts though. But anyway, let's get back to it. And after, on that day, I didn't do that ever again, because I knew it was just wrong to do that to a person. I wasn't happy with myself on that day. I was just kind of embarrassed, actually, with myself. I was like, why would you do this? You're a good person. You shouldn't do this. You're something else, me. Just don't do it again. And so my anger resided, but I had a little madness in me, though, but I didn't have a lot. And I started controlling it every time I got mad. But anyway, now back, I guess I would say the teacher told me to write an apology letter to Peyton, I guess. And I wrote something. I just can't remember it because I gave it to, you know who, Payton. Yeah, basically, on the last day, this is just going to be a little bonus story, because on the last day, she got literally mad on that day because she couldn't find the crayons, and then the teacher told her to calm down. I was like, yeah, girl, calm down. It's not going to do anything to get really angry, to be honest. And on that day, she was just mad. Like, I guess she was a little mad, though. She kept banging, like, seriously, I'm trying to relax over here, Peyton. Just stop banging and I'll be happy. But only for first period she kept doing that. But she was like, she was mad that she had to go. I was like, well, that's life, Peyton. You can't always have what you want, okay? That's life. And yes, I'm gonna tell you this last part because I find it I don't find it funny or anything, but I just find it like I guess a little funny. I guess I don't know. So the person who I didn't like, she was running after the bus. I was like, I don't find that funny though, but I'm like, wow, bye, I guess. okay. So that's the story on how. That's the story on how I met Peyton and how I got angry at her and I got sad. And yes, I wasn't myself for those days because, I wasn't myself. I should have been myself those days. But the angry me was saying, back off, good me. I'll handle this myself. And the happy me were just locked in chains, but now they're not. And I learned stuff. I learned what's like to, for those moments, like I learned that you shouldn't do that to your friends, and she's my friend actually. She's a good friend actually, because I get happy when she smiles. Like, I'm like, there you go. Smiling's more happier. And the counselors talk to me about stuff, and I think that's it for this story, because this story was very kind of violent and stuff though. Well, it wasn't violent, but I just pushed the girl. Now that y'all guys know the full story, I'm going to probably make Gotcha Life videos in Huntsville. Who knows? I'm going to be starting like a new legacy, but in Huntsville, I'm going to get like some stuff over with in Huntsville. Like on the weekends, I probably won't be able to actually do videos. I'll probably only do TikToks, but I may do it tomorrow for a little bit. But on the weekends, my cousin stays over, so I probably won't be able to actually do videos because he stays over at my uncle's house. So, in my aunt's house too, because I can't really tell you, but yeah, I can't tell you the whole thing though, but I think I'm done just going off on the story though, but I wasn't ranting in this video. I was just showing my true feelings because I needed to show my true feelings instead of, I guess, the bad me. I would say that the happy version of me is actually happy right now. Like, showing my true feelings instead of just being rational and angry. Because in that video, I didn't really explain it a lot. I was just rational and angry. And yes, just to show you this, I'm gonna show you an edit. Told you, this was actually one of my favorite edits. But these all got like a lot of views, I think. But these are all the videos I made on Awesome Peter 77, because that was the account where that was the time where I wasn't really angry at anything, actually. I was just being myself, and Peyton really made my angry self go. Anyway, I'm done making this video, and yeah, you'll probably see this little upload on the channel, and yeah. Alright, goodbye everyone, and subscribe to the channel, and peace.